She's finishing the fight. Jacksonville police officer Jennifer Johnson working hard to recover from brutal face injuries sustained in a street fight that nearly killed her.
Yeah, take a look. We have an x-ray of her injury where you can actually see the split where her jaw was broken. She sat down with me to explain what happened that morning. She encountered a shoplifting suspect who prosecutors say was intent on killing her. And you'll meet the man credited with saving her life. A warning, though, some of the photos of the officer's injuries are bloody and disturbing to see.
You know, they train us to never give up, to stay in the fight.
It was a brutal encounter that nearly killed her. Back in February, as she had many times before, Jacksonville police officer Jennifer Johnson was responding to a shoplifting call, this time at a Walmart supercenter on Phillips Highway.
And as I'm getting closer and approaching the entrance of Walmart, I see the suspect. So I go ahead and get over. I pull my car over.
Officer Johnson explains why she was out here outside the Walmart on that call alone. She says she and her partner had just sat down to eat breakfast when they got the call for a theft in progress. It was right down the street. And they also heard police headquarters call a third officer to meet them here. According to the arrest report, 40-year-old Joseph Merrill had swiped at least $176 worth of merchandise. After speaking with the Walmart loss prevention officer by phone, Officer Johnson saw the suspect when she arrived.
I know I am by myself, but another officer is literally a mile or two just down the road. I was calm. He stopped right in his tracks, looked at me, put his hands by his side. He did not show any signs of aggression. And I started to introduce myself, and I did get fairly close to him. And next thing I know, I was punched. And I didn't feel it. I knew something bad had happened to me.
You can see it in this x-ray. That hit split her jaw, broke it, shifting her bottom teeth into 2 rows. The metal that now lines her gums are the anchors doctors used to wire her jaw shut for 3 weeks. That metal will stay for now as doctors monitor Officer Johnson's healing. Do you remember fighting with him?
I do not. I don't remember. I vividly remember sort of opening my eyes and seeing him on top of me. I didn't know if I was down for 30 seconds, a minute, 5 minutes. I had absolutely no idea. And I was able to, eventually I sat up and he's gone.
The suspect was on top of the police officer, bashing her head in.
Merrill was quickly caught. He did not attend his own arraignment, but attorneys in court said the only reason his attack stopped was because another officer, Sergeant Steve Rudliff, who was randomly passing by, saw what happened and intervened, likely saving Officer Johnson's life.
The siren caught his attention, and he looked up, and that's when I pulled up, and that's when he started running. I'm yelling for him to stop. I'm yelling, police. And then I am absolutely just asking God to give me the strength and the courage to be able to stay up with him and catch him.
I quickly learned later on that he was my angel, and he saw the whole incident take place. And I remember him coming over and giving me just a great big bear hug and just telling me, I'm so glad that you're okay.
She calls you her angel. You were there at the right time.
I feel that God put me here at the right place in the right time.
Memories of the hours after the attack are still fresh and emotional for Officer Johnson as she thinks about her children.
I remember when I was in the hospital, in the ER room, I wanted to talk to my children so badly. And I did. I called them, I FaceTimed them, and just see their little tears, running down their little cheeks. It's tough to see.
This side of her teeth went down. Yeah, and she was bleeding everywhere on her face, right here.
Do you still think about him?
I don't. I do not. I remember the first day that we had court where we were going to hear, how he pled. And whenever he came out into the courtroom, I looked at him and I felt at peace. I didn't feel afraid. I didn't feel angry. I just felt at peace.
Officer Johnson's face swelling, her massive headaches are slowly subsiding. The multiple other fractures in her face, they're also healing, and she's waiting to hear how many more surgeries she'll need. But through it all, she has never lost her smile. Tonight on the 10 o'clock news, I ask her, does she still want to be a police officer after all this? You'll also hear more from the man credited with saving Officer Johnson's life. You'll hear more from her children and from the officer's boyfriend. You saw him sitting next to her during the interview. He's a retired Jacksonville firefighter who rushed to meet her at the hospital. All of that is tonight on the 10 o'clock news.